There was a woman whose face echoed the sharp, luminous beauty of Alita. Wide eyes like polished obsidian, cheekbones cut from determination, and a presence that felt older than her years. Under each eye, she wore 2 strokes of red war paint, the color of first light. The rest of her skin was covered in black body paint symbols, spirals, lines, and runes that shimmered when moonlight hit them. They weren't decoration. They were vows. Her name was Cyrielis, and she walked the coastlines that mortals feared, where the tides churned with things that had no names in human tongues. For weeks, a sea demon had been rising from the deep trench, an ancient creature of salt, hunger, and memory. It dragged boats under, twisted storms into impossible shapes, and whispered madness into the minds of the shoreline villagers. They prayed for aid, but the water carried their prayers somewhere colder. Cyrielis answered instead. When she stood at the edge of the surf, the wind stilled. The world waited. The sea demon rose from the waves in a mass of tentacles and jagged armored plates, its many eyes glowing like dying suns. The water hissed around it, as if even the sea hated the thing it birthed. Cyrielis stepped forward, tracing the war paint beneath her eyes with 2 fingers. It flared crimson. The black symbols across her skin pulsed, as if remembering an oath older than language. The demon lashed out first. She moved like a shadow freed from gravity. Every strike she made lit the symbols on her body like constellations. The waves themselves rose to assist her, shaping briefly into hands, shields, spears of foam. She met the monster blow for blow, diving beneath its tentacles, leaping across them, kicking off the air itself when she had nothing else to stand on. Then she did the forbidden thing, the thing only warriors touched by the divine ever learned. She placed her palm over her heart, and she called it. A burst of silver blue light erupted from her chest, rippling outward in concentric circles like the purest ripple ever cast upon a still pond. The rings hit the demon, burning through its armored hide. It screamed, not in rage, but in understanding. It recognized her lineage. It knew an archangel's mark when it saw one. The sea swallowed the demon, dragged it back into the deep for the last time. The ocean quieted. The sky exhaled. Cyrielis sank to her knees at the water's edge, breathing hard, the symbols on her skin fading back to their quiet slumber, but the sea was not done with her. The water curled around her ankles with a tenderness it had never shown anyone before. It lifted her gently, pulling her into its cold embrace, not to drown her, but to transform her. The runes on her skin dissolved like black smoke in water, reassembling into scales that glimmered in moonlight. Her legs fused, reshaped, becoming a tail strong as a storm tide and shimmering like polished onyx. Her war paint remained, 2 strokes of red beneath her eyes, bright against the new dark sheen of her mermaid form. When she surfaced, she breathed both water and air with equal ease. She belonged to the sea now, not as a victim, not as a servant, but as its guardian, its warrior, its hidden angel. And somewhere deep beneath her ribs, the ocean whispered her new name, Cyrielis, the Tideborn, guardian of the trench, breaker of demons, daughter of the deep. And she smiled, because the transformation wasn't a loss. It was an awakening.